Chazanthropist, and once again, Mazal Tov. We're now ready to move to the next part of our ceremony, the ceremony of rabbinical ordination, which will begin with some words of Torah that will be shared with us by soon-to-be ordained Yoni.
First and foremost, to the newly invested Chazanim, Mazel Tov. I am continually impressed with your musical abilities, with the neshama that you bring to tefillah and to Jewish music. Beyond that, having studied with many of you, I am inspired by your dedication to Jewish community and by your love of Torah. I wish you Mazel Tov today and great success in your future endeavors. I am honored and humbled to be a representative of this rabbinical class. Over the past 6 years, it has been my pleasure to learn with these outstanding future rabbis. We have discussed and we have fought. We have been challenged by our times, struggled with history, with text, with change. We've experienced the highs that come with many, many happy occasions, and we have supported each other through some very, very low times. Last week, our learning culminated with the completion of the Mishnah Torah. The Mishnah Torah is Maimonides' complete codification of Jewish law, through which he addresses seemingly the whole of Jewish experience. From laws on theology and jurisprudence to laws on acquisitions and how we conduct ourselves in interpersonal relationships. We split the 83 books of halakha amongst the class and spent the entire year learning. Last week, each chavruta, each group presented their material. I was blown away by my classmates as they taught their individual sections with incredible depth and incredible insight. My friends, my colleagues, your task was great and your words were beautiful. As a group, I would like to commend you once again on completing the whole of Mishnah Torah, and I wish you all yesher koach on being ordained today. I'm equally honored to address this assembly of rabbis and professors, this congregation of parents who rear their children to lives of Torah learning, friends, family who have supported us through all these years. Thank you very much for coming and sharing this moment with us. I was asked to share a few words of Torah today, and I hope to also share a few words of bracha. As this ceremony is the official beginning of so many promising rabbinical careers, it seemed fitting to me to bring a midrash about the beginning of the career of another rabbi. Before Rabbi Eliezer ben Hyrcanus was a master Agadah, before smuggling his teacher out of Jerusalem in a coffin, before he sat at the famous Seder in Bnei Brak, before he reversed rivers, brought down walls, and invoked the voice of God in an argument, Rabbi Eliezer, like us, was a poor rabbinical student. The Midrash in Genesis Rabbah speaks of Rabbi Eliezer's struggle to learn Torah. Alienated from his father and brothers, unable to support himself financially, we are taught that he would eat clods of dirt or dung for lack of other sustenance. The other students in his learning circle approached the rabbi, and they said, "Rabbi, how can we learn with such a smelly, smelly man in our midst?" The Midrash teaches us that Rabbi Yochanan called upon his young students not to admonish him about his hygiene. As the other students might have hoped, that was not uncalled for the day. Instead, he wished to bless him. Reishi Rabbah reports his blessing. Amar le kishem shehi ish reach bicha ala Torah, kach yeh reach talmudcha, holech misof ha'olam liyad sofo. He said, as the smell of your mouth became unpleasant for the sake of Torah, and so permeated our gathering, so will the beautiful fragrance of your learning be diffused also from your mouth, from one end of the world to the other. Rabbi Yochanan prays for his students that he be able to turn his holy struggles into great beauty, that Rabbi Eliezer would be able to turn curse into great blessing. It is fitting then that this week we read Parshat Bechukotai. The beginning of our Parsha details the blessings and curses that will befall Israel over the course of time. If you follow my laws, says God, V'natati shalom ba'aretz u'shechabtem bi'en machari. You will be blessed with peace, abundance, good times. If not, v'yasafti aleichem makah shever kechatotechem. You will feel the wrath of God, hard times, war, pestilence, pain. Contrary to the biblical dichotomy, life as we experience it is neither just a high or just a low. Life is a series of mostly ups and mostly downs, a journey on smooth highways and bumpy roads. Rarely do we experience just bad times or just good times. Life is blessings and curses at the same time. The path to this moment was a struggle. For many of us, it was wrought with many challenges. Sometimes more blessing, sometimes more curse. But surely at this moment, we feel exceeding blessing. At this liminal and holy time, I pray for all of us. Those entering the rabbinate and those entering the cantorate, teachers, parents, friends, may we be fortunate to know many, many blessings. May God's grace and compassion be our companions, and may we merit the blessing of Rabbi Yochanan ben Zakkai to his students. May our struggles lead us to greater holiness.